Okay, so yeah, I got a taste of a narcissist. And it's funny because now I can laugh about it, but it's funny because during the introduction phase of meeting this narcissist, um, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about things, and I appreciated this individual sharing this information. Um, and again, there was a void in my life, and parts of that void, this narcissist was providing uh, what I thought I was missing. And after some time, because the type of person I am, I actually have a gift for sensing negativity and all of this stuff, right? I have a gift. I don't proclaim it. I don't get into details about it. But I had so many messages, okay, on a spiritual level, and I ignored them, okay? So for several months, I allowed this narcissist to unveil the dark side. And again, I'm focusing on that introduction phase. Like, oh, but this person, was so nice and so informative and, blah, 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 blah. Nice, kind, love to laugh. And so while I was being force-fed this narcissist's true identity, I kept going back to the introduction phase, trying to find a smidget of light within that person. And I heard all the sob stories, being the victim, and everybody did this person wrong. I've heard them all. I've heard all the sob stories. And again, I wanted to give a person a chance. I didn't want to judge a book by its cover. And like I said with the police officers earlier, like just because you dealt with someone who looked that way, drove a similar car, would have had a certain way, dressed a certain way, walked a certain way, you don't paint everybody the same way. Well, some people within the circle warned me about this person's temperament, warned me about this person's mental state, but yet again, I wanted to not prejudge a person because I didn't know this person. I didn't know this person outside of the public masquerade, because that's what it was. It was a masquerade. So the type of person I am, I saw the good. And I try to see the good in everybody, but I actually saw during the introduction phase, I saw the good. I saw someone who was hurt decades ago, holding on to that bitterness. And I tried to be a little bit of light, but at the same time, I fell for the manipulation of this narcissist. Again, they are masters of manipulation. So I pretty much kept my integrity and actually spoke truth to him. And I got, without going into the details of what happened, I was disrespected. I was talked down. I was called out of my name. And again, I'm thinking, okay, back to the introduction phase. This is not who I first encountered. Whoever this is someone who's hurt. And being the type of person who has compassion for hurt people, for tortured souls, I stuck in And I was like, well, let me watch what I say. Maybe the certain way I say things, I offended, maybe I'm too straightforward, because I can be a bit blunt sometimes. I know that about myself. And I try to, kind of tone down a bit to accommodate this narcissist. People, narcissists want people to stroke their ego. They want people to need them. They want to be around unstable people so they can feel important, so they can feel taller. And if you are taller, if you are stable, if you got your stuff together, if you're spiritually filled up and spiritually stable, and you're surrounded by an aura of protection, you're surrounded by your guardian angel and the forces around you in the spiritual realm that's protecting you and giving you messages and stuff. They hate it. They absolutely despise it. And this narcissist blasphemed the Creator on several occasions. Several occasions. And yet again, I was like, well, this person was hurt decades ago by a group of Christians. And this person is lashing out at me because I'm a Christian. At the end of the day, y'all, do not, and I repeat, do not spend too much time trying to reason with a narcissist who happens to have mental issues. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can care about them all you want, but don't open up yourself. Don't open up your psyche. Don't open up your spiritual realm to someone who has toxic intentions. And again, for people that want to see the best in people, people who have compassion for tortured souls, sometimes those souls, they're tortured because of the decisions that were made years ago. And they're reaping what they sowed. And you just happen to be an emotional punching bag for them. And no matter what you do, if you're not stroking their ego, and if you're not agreeing to everything they say and do, which is strictly, absolutely against your morals and your beliefs, and they try to downplay it, they try to, tear it and you down, you need to let that go. Even if you want to be, supportive, you gotta let that go, because all that's going to do, that spiritual negativity is going to suck the life out of you. Hold on, let me take this call real quick. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, the door is open. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you then. Okay. Bye. Anyway, so you just have to protect your spirit. Protect your spirit. There's a song out by Paul Tall. I love this indigenous American rap artist. His name is Paul Tall, y'all. I love the song called Protect Your Spirit. And, even though we're flesh, right? Our spirit lives on, y'all. Our spirit lives on, and we need to protect that spirit. Because, believe it or not, we are surrounded by all kinds of spirits. All kinds of spirits. And we need to protect it. We can't just be like, well, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and I want to give everybody a chance. You know what? If they don't pass the test within the first few rounds, And when I say test, meaning where is their spirit, where is their spiritual health, and it is totally opposite. It's totally opposite from yours, okay? And you've tried to plant a seed of hope, plant a smidget of light, or try to take whatever is in this person that's good and try to show that love and all of that, and they reject it, constantly reject it, tear you down because you're not agreeing with everything they say, you need to let that go. Let it go. Even if you wanted to remain cordial friends, an associate, let that go too. Let that go too. Because when someone has a toxic spirit, they spit out toxic. It's like a serpent. The last day that I was trying to reason with this narcissist, no lie, there was a snake that crawled up the sliding door glass. And I don't know how long it was, but based on the research I did, that was a poisonous snake. That was a poisonous snake. And that same day, I was looking out the window and I saw a spider web and a wasp got caught in it. And I stood there and I looked at that wasp. And eventually, after a few moments of struggle, it flew away. It got out of the web. All I'm saying is signs are everywhere, y'all. Signs are everywhere. Okay? A poisonous snake. I can't think of the name of this poison snake, but it was large, okay? It was large and in charge, and it tried to slide up the sliding door. And I'm looking at it, trying to reason with this narcissist, and we both saw that snake. And of course, this narcissist is like, well, that must be a sign that I don't need to be around you anymore or whatever. And I'm like, really? So I'm the one? So obviously you look at me as if I'm the snake. Really? Who's the snake here? Who's the snake? So I pray for this person. I've tried to be cordial with this person, and this person has an evil eye against me. This person is lost, and this person has a revolving door of relationships that are not good, and these people are lost too. And this person surrounds himself around lost people to stroke his ego. And people like that, you just cannot spend too much time trying to be a friend. You just can't. They are masters of manipulation. And never forget that. Again, people, protect your spirit. You may, fall. You ask for forgiveness. And stand up taller. Walk taller every day. And just know whose you are. And to protect your spirit. And just because you have people in sheep's clothing that initially are very approachable and they have a great sales pitch, beware, because you might be dealing with a narcissist. But until then, guys, this is Black and Indigenous American. Thanks for listening, and you all have a great and blessed day. Love yourself and love others. Bye-bye.